racing in the chest. Speed is their drug, they'll never rest. Strip of asphalt under neon blast. Future's uncertain but they're driving fast. Turbo fire spitting from the tail. On the edge of life they'll never fail. Sirens wailing but they laugh and read. Destiny in the hands of the super lead. Turbo fire spitting from the tail. On the edge of life they'll never fail. Sirens wailing but they laugh and read. Destiny in the hands of Turbo super lead. Destiny in the hands of underground.
Asian war, heartbeat syncopated. Rubber bird road, all decorated. Eric on the track, minds captivated. Shift gears quick, time obliterated. Shut up, drive, let the speed consume ya. Eric's got the real dreams, pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, anticipated. Corners tight, apex clinch grip. Throttle wide open, stakes high risk. Pit crew scream, patience dismiss. RPMs climb, future mystic. In the zone, tunnel vision trance. Life a blur, split second glance. Race the clock, no second chance. Grip real tight, let the tires dance. Shut up, drive, let beat consume ya. Eric's got the real dreams, pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, anticipated. Fuel light blink, thoughts accelerate. Windshield view, endless interstate. Swerve danger, fate detonate. Race ain't just life, it's a state. Accelerate, windshield view, endless interstate. Swerve danger, fate detonate. Race ain't just life, it's a state. Shut up, drive, let speed consume ya. Eric's got the real dreams, pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, anticipated. Yeah. JR in the cockpit, feel the tech grip. Simulator hot steering wheel whip. Massive wiener hanging, no ego trip. BMW 36, rounds got that trip. JR in the driver's seat, world turns quick. Simulator lit, lines with the flip. Greatest breaks to y'all, no need to pick. Giant way to swing it, J-Hall the trick. Control in the driver's seat, world turns quick. Simulator lit, rides with the flick. Greatest breaks to y'all, no need to pick. Giant wiener swinging, J-Hall the trick. Shift smoother than butter on toast. Engine roars louder than a Sunday roast. Virtual laps like a ghost in the night. Give the factory open, dudes out of sight. Smacking that weed around, sucker the clowns. Kids on Twitch, mad hype, never found. J-Hall still worlds on comedic crown. BMW skids, he's the toast of the town. Tall man screeching, rubber peeling thin. Mirth riding shotgun, Genzio is wins. Speed demon, Joker with a devilish grin. Simulator like no real world sitting. J-Hall in the driver's seat, world turns quick. Simulator lit, rides with the flip. Greatest breaks to y'all, no need to pick. Giant way to swing it, J-Hall the trick.
always win. Speed demon, joker with the devilish grin. Simulator life, no real world sinning. J.O. in the driver's seat, world turns quick. Simulator lit, rides with a flick. Greatest prankster, y'all don't need to pick. Giant winner swinging, J-Hall the trick. J-Hall the trick. J-Hall the trick. Eric and Justin tearing up the streets, engines roaring louder than the beats, burning rubber, chaos on the rise. Life's above the drift, no compromise. Metal till the sun comes up. 9 coffee and they can't get enough. Screeching tires, find the perfect line. Living on adrenaline, flying through time. Shut up and drive, feel the engines cry. Pushing limits while stars light the sky. Shut up and drive, hear the wild sound. Let the speed demons run the ground. Corner-side hearts racing in their chests. Speed is their drug, they'll never rest. Settled asphalt underneath.
If it has 4 wheels and a motor, we have already tried proposing to it. Welcome to the Slow Motion Podcast with Shut Up and Drive It. Grab yourself a delicious cold beer and tell the rest of the world to shut the heck up. Here we talk real race cars and virtual race cars, from F1 to League Racing. With live stream on Fridays and full releases on Mondays, our content is high octane, so lock your derriere into your cherriere and enjoy the ride.
Hold on. I'm not getting audio from you. I'm sorry. What is happening? I see... No. Like, so, my audio is working. Desktop audio is not working. Why? Why are we not working? Let's see. Hold on. Can someone do a quick audio check? Yeah. Can someone check it out? Yes, please. Output. Check. Can you guys say something? Lord. This was never a problem, this particular output. Okay, hold on. We're getting somewhere.
Check.
One more time.
Check.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I know how to use computers. All right. Okay.
It's almost like it's your job.
From the top again, Adam.
All right, guys. Normally, I'm super excited. Come home, Friday night, long day at work, get to hang out with the boys. But yesterday was America's birthday, so I had today off. Hence, the hat and the shirt. By the way, call motherfucker, everybody, call. And then J Hall down there with what the fuck is a kilometer? Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Not really. We're just going to be talking all kinds of different racing. We have the Spot 24. We have F1. We're going to be talking about iRacing again. Some league stuff. I know there was some stuff that went on this week. J Hall will get into your Tuesday night shenanigans. But with that being said, we got Jesse Olsen back. Jesse, you still have all your fingers, all your toes after yesterday?
I'm only showing you the fingers, but the toes are there. Trust me.
All right. Good. Well,
you can see the toes later at www.onlymans.
We just went down that rabbit hole. Right? Wow.
You sure did.
1 minute we're in the dumpster.
What'd you do for 4th of July?
Oh man, it was a big chill session actually. Because I ended up having to work today, so I was just getting ahead on stuff. It kind of sucked. It was a shitty 4th of July for me. Just stayed around the house.
Hell yeah, Eric.
I hate to be a further downer, but I literally did the same thing. I was in the office today, so I just caught up on everything in the house. Good reset day, but it was worth it.
All right, well, you guys suck. You guys really aren't American then if your company's made you work on the 5th of July. But anyways, with that being said, we're going to go from America. We're going to head over to Belgium. Jesse, there was a 24-hour race last weekend, the Spa 24. Oh my God, I forgot to say, welcome in, guys, because this one is actually going to go live, and we will send this one out to all the podcast viewers. We've changed our name, and we're done now. This is now the pit maneuver, guys. So welcome into the pit maneuver.
We should have had a bigger segment for that. That should have been first.
It should have been.
The pit
I forgot
maneuver.
about that. I forgot about that because
we'll change our branding probably the next episode. It was gonna happen this episode, but it didn't. Well, I don't know. Adam's gonna be down here, so it depends on how productive Adam and I are together.
You guys
We
got
will
like
talk
pricking
about
up some
that as
shirts
well.
or something.
Yeah,
do you
honestly.
what, Jesse?
Shirts, maybe we'll get a canvas printed to commemorate our love child that we've created together.
Yes,
it'd be
absolutely.
great.
I'm super excited. So, welcome in, guys, to the pit maneuver. Let's get straight into the Spa 24 here, Jesse. We had the number 7 car come home after 24 hours with the win. You mentioned the number 51 AF Corsa. Should have won that race. What exactly happened?
Oh, did you see? Do you
No.
know?
No.
Oh,
I
you don't know?
No.
So imagine this, because I think this has happened to us all in sim racing. You got 23 hours down. You're out front. You're cruising. You got it. You got it on lock. And you come into the pits at Spa. You know how the Spa pit is? That you have that little entry road, right, to the right of the cane. But it's that narrow wall. Some back marker's cars dies right there.
It blocks the entry.
And
I did see that
blocks
highlight.
the entry
Brutal.
for the 51, and they were just stuck there till they could finally get the car out, and they lost. I don't even know how much they lost. And then they fought back, which was awesome to watch. Actually, they didn't get back to the 7 car, but they got all the way back up to 2nd, I think.
So when it comes to that, I don't know exactly like how all of the pit strats and everything were working out. Could they have reversed and gone back on track? Would that
You
could that have-
can't reverse. No, no, you can't reverse.
So not even
Absolutely
in
not.
a situation like that, they're just stuck.
You
I
can
mean,
almost
I
never go
was
reverse
saying-
on a racetrack.
It was all the way down pit lane too. It's like at
Yeah.
the pit entry, but like the lane is very far around.
That's true.
So he was invested at that point. Yeah, nothing.
I said what he should have done was push the car with his car, right? Even if it
Just
was
a little-
illegal, right?
A little boop on the snoot.
Because yeah, they had a. I mean, it wasn't that far. They had to get the car out of the way because it was most of the way down the entry, and then maybe you lose some time, but you don't lose the lead all the time they did,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Because what they lost, they could never get back.
That would have been
Doesn't matter.
incredible. A
It would've been-
highlight. play.
Yeah, like they
Yeah.
were never going to get that back. The FIA was, or whoever, SRO was going to say, was going to say, hey, you know what? We feel sorry for you. Here's an extra lap back. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But if you take matters into your own hands
Yeah.
and you make it happen, and then you just kind of leave it like, hey man,
Ask for forgiveness
Right.
instead of permission.
he was going to cost us the win. We had to do something.
We had to give him
he
the
pushed his
pit
car.
maneuver.
The pit maneuver. He did it. He said the thing. He said the thing. I love
Yeah,
it.
but I mean that was crazy. I mean it was I'm not gonna say it was the 51's race. I mean they were fast in qualifying. They were fast all throughout the race. There was all the shenanigans with the weather, but at the end of the race they were there to. They had it in their hands and they got robbed, man. But I was happy to see the 7 car win because I like Nicky team. So
Well, we
There
may
you
have
go.
lost you there, Jesse, for just a second.
I heard him. I heard him just fine.
All right, he's back now. So I apologize for that. So for anybody that, but whatever you said, Jesse.
whatever
Okay,
you said.
great.
I heard
Um,
you. You're good.
So we're gonna move on here to 3rd place here in Team WRT, and actually first So you're telling me right now, first place, the number 7 car. How far behind was the number 7 from the 51 when all that happened?
I mean, don't hold me accountable to this, but pretty far back. I want to say like probably close to half a lap at
Oh, wow.
Spa, which is what, a minute something?
Yeah.
Seen that for
At
sure.
least
Absolutely.
Yeah.
minute and change.
Yeah,
So I don't-
51 had it cruise control the last few stints. You know, they were going to make their last pit stop. That was going to be their last stop. And I think they came out like 5th or 6th after all that and fought all the way back to 2nd,
Right.
which was
Well, I mean,
rowdy.
Yeah, I mean, I will probably go back and watch the race, and if you guys haven't, I apologize. By the way, welcome to the viewers, at least on the slow motion broadcasting side. We've got Stevie Ray in here again. Stevie, I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're not working today.
Stevie!
Working for
What's
Boeing.
good, man?
I would-
What's good?
I would assume they've
Oh, I
let
see
you in.
Kevin Irwin in there too.
Yeah, we got Kevin Irwin here saying,
Hey, you guys! I like that.
What's up, Kevin? And we also have the other Justin, the better Justin.
No,
The
no, 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 no,
Mr.
no. That is
Justin
juicy.
Barrera.
That
The
is
juice here,
juicy.
Justin.
The juice is loose, and Adam, he says that you lost yourself because we all heard
Apparently, I
Jesse.
did. Well, I did lose myself in front of him at Watkins Glen, but we're not going to rehash those old feelings.
Damn. Yeah, bring the
Um,
spice out. You know what? You address that first. If you guys address that on there first, then you can maybe address the other spice we were talking about.
Yes. Oh no, Stevie, you're not. All right, being a veteran working on the 4th of July, Stevie, that's not the right thing to do. But yeah, Barrera, I don't know if you were watching the race or not watching, but watching the broadcast. My goodness, the podcast. I got way too much stuff going on in my life, guys. Watching the podcast last week, but we did bring up the Watkins incident, and yeah, sorry about that. But moving on from
He did say
that,
sorry. Let's all give him a round of applause because hey, you know what? If you say sorry, you can't be mad at that point, right? He meant it.
Yes. But let's move on here before we're not going to get into iRacing chat here. Here's something I do know a little bit about. It's Formula 1 and FP1 and FP2. Those McLarens, boys. And don't you even say it, Jesse, because I know what you're about to say. Shut the hell up. Don't say it. It's fine. They've got a chance. They have an actual genuine chance because FP2 normally is your qualifying run, more or less.
What's in that container on your desk? Is it full of that hopium?
Oh, God. Dude.
Mic drop.
But anyway, so yeah, let's look at the qualifying results.
We talking
the
about
FP2
practice?
At
Practice.
the FP2 results, we had Lando Norris in first with Oscar in second. Sergio took third. Max all the way back down there in seventh. Now, again, I know we're just talking about practice here, and we always get hyped up for practice, but this is the first time, I think all season, that Max hasn't taken one of the first or second practice session. So what do you guys have to say about that, Eric? I'm going to bring it to you.
You know, I think I've actually addressed this somewhat before, so I'm going to reiterate what I've said in the past. Max knows his shit don't stink, so he ain't trying to air it out in practice. He ain't trying to show everyone what the optimal lap time is because, let's be real, if he goes out on track and he's running a hot lap, all the cameras are on him, right? So then what happens? All the teams are like, all right, look, Max did it like this, you know, whatever. They can't give that kind of specific driving coaching in the middle of a race. So, you know, instead, he kind of keeps his cards like a little closer to the chest and, you know, unleashes the beast as it will during qualifying. And I think that's the smart strat when you have the fastest car. And I think especially now with his armor maybe showing a couple, you know, cracks in it because...
Is it the fastest car?
I was about to say the same thing, Jesse.
Is it?
I think it's the end of an era for sure.
You think it's the fastest car this weekend?
I think I will be surprised if a McLaren does not win this weekend.
So
Honestly,
you don't think it's the fastest car this weekend? Do you
I
think
do
he was the
not.
fastest last weekend?
honestly, no. I think Lando had that 100% because he was the moves he was making and the pace. Like you could just see the closing speed that Lando had on him was incredible. Because what would happen is like Lando would throw it in, try to make a move, and Max would cover it off, kind of very aggressively, in ways that, like, what can you even do at that point? And Lando would fall back a little bit, and all it would take is maybe another couple turns, and that McLaren would just surge right on the back of that Red Bull. And that was noticeable to me. So I think they've really figured something out. However, I will say Max was complaining a lot about power delivery. He said it was clipping a lot. I do understand that would add, some drivetrain loss and some performance issues. Who knows if that's true or not? Maybe they were just trying to like cover down for the performance issue that they did have. But, speculation, right? Beside the fact, it's really good to see that McLaren, I think, has probably a race-winning car this weekend.
J Hall, let's come to you. Let's talk about your predictions last week.
Honestly, all I really want to talk about is the main event. Like that's the sauce. That's the sauce from this weekend, and it was something. Oh, honestly, I've been wanting to see an F1 all season, and it was something that both of these dudes, I don't think either of them saw coming. I think Verstappen has been so comfortable at the click. I think Lando has been so comfortable in the pocket that when these two tides met, they didn't know what to do with each other. Like, Max has not had to defend on race pace since when? Since
Hamilton.
Outright race pace. That has not, like,
Since they turned up Lewis's engine.
he didn't know how to handle
exactly.
it. He didn't know how to handle it. But at
didn't.
the other side of the coin, Lando didn't know how to do it either. Dude was chucking it in where he had no business being. He did not know how to make a legitimate pass on Max. He knew he had to chuck everything he had. He was throwing spaghetti at the wall.
He looked sloppy.
See what stuck. Yeah,
Spaghetti
very
at
sloppy.
the wall.
And I think this is hopefully the start of something greater. This is both these dudes not knowing how they had to check each other. This is almost like this is out in the wild. Two fucking alpha apex predators had to check each other a little bit to get the hierarchy. And they know now kind of, okay, we can dance, but if we go too hard, that's it. And so I think they had to get this out of the way. There's going to be some good battles ahead. I know it.
That was beautiful.
This is my worry is I don't know if it's going to get out of the way because I'm going to go back to I'm going to go back to 2016. I'm going to go back to 2016.
No, they seem like they're boys again.
With Nico and Lewis.
Oh, that was different.
So I mean, let's go from Nico and Lewis. Let's talk about teammate wars, and let's go Max and Lando. They're very good friends off the track.
What about
do you
Max
think that they're gonna
Ricardo?
Max and Daniel? Well, they weren't. I don't think Max and Daniel were as close as Max and Lando were. And that's kind of what makes me wonder is how they're going to be able to race each other on the track. Like you said, they tried as hard. Well, Max tried as hard as he could to defend Lando, and Lando tried as hard as he could to pass. And we've got both drivers going at 110%. What do you think's going to happen? But I want to go back to the Red Bull ring, and I'm going to go to Silverstone as well. Max hasn't had the best track record defending at the Red Bull ring. Let's go back a couple years. We'll talk about Charles Leclerc with Charles' first year in Ferrari. And the same exact thing happened, except it was on the exit of the corner instead of the entry. Max, like JB said in the chat, Max.
Night, Juicy.
Yep. Good night, Juicy.
Oh yeah, dude. We appreciate you.
Wait, there's a D24. Can he chime in real quick in the chat? What D24 is coming up this weekend? I've seen murmurs about it. What is that?
There's an iRacing series.
It's that iRacing series that we were all trying to be a part of that we never actually got together to try to be a part of.
Oh, I see. Whoops.
Yeah. It's for this season, and then it conveniently has Le Mans.
Yep, exactly.
But
which everybody will run.
We appreciate that the juice is loose.
Anyways, yes, thank you, Juicy, for chiming in just a little bit. But yeah, I agree with him when he says, Max,
take this D for the fucking
God.
Okay,
damn it, Juicy.
Brad distracted me.
Okay. Oh no, this is all right. Now we got all right. I'm not even looking at the chat anymore because I'm going to start getting distracted here. But it's the same exact thing. And like Juicy said, Max won't give up the lead. Look at what happened in Silverstone with Lewis just a couple years ago. Max will not easily give positions away. And I think now that we're back to this again, now that Max is starting to struggle, losing his pace again, we see actually the type of racer that Max is. And this is going to go on. I mean, look at what happened in Brazil which was not Max's fault, with Esteban being a dickhead to him going down into turn 1 and turn 2. It's always Max. Max gets involved with incidents when people try to pass him. And I'm worried that those are going to start to rear their heads again. And it's not going to be good for Max this time, because you've got McLaren now, Ferrari's coming, Mercedes might be there next year before the 2026 rule changes. What is Max going to do?
Yeah, you're already seeing teams complaining about it. McLaren was straight on the forefront saying, listen, we didn't address these issues with Max when he was battling with Lewis, and now it's really going to start biting us in the butt. We need to get ahead of some of these rules and regulations, because we've talked about it briefly in the past, but the biggest problem with Formula One is there is a lot of understandings and not enough actual verbiage around rules and regulations. So there's a lot of things open to interpretation, which is why it's so easy to speculate that there's like conspiracies and whatever in Formula One, because sometimes like they're just kind of outright is, it's very obvious that there's a certain team that's bringing a certain value to the sport, so they kind of make it a little bit easier. And I'm not saying it like it's so black and white like that, right? Like I'm sure there's a lot more to it. But like at the end of the day, like they're a business, and then they're a show, and then they're a race. So sometimes like you just have to do these things to make everyone happy, to keep the lights on, and that is what it is, yeah, like they really need to get a tighter rope around what it is that they accept, what kind of racing is okay, what dictates a penalty, and then they need to enforce it, because there's also a lot of favoritism where I notice, I'm sure everyone else notices it too, there's a lot of drivers who get penalties on the grid more than others, when you would be surprised that some of the drivers who aren't getting penalties are such. Because
wait a minute, so you're telling me that Kevin Magnussen didn't deserve all those penalties?
So listen, my boy K-Mag is driving like a pissed off teenager, and he needs to chill the hell out, but I kind of love it too. So I don't know, I don't know what to say about that. I think he should keep doing it, because at this point he doesn't have a drive anyways, and he's gonna have to drive to survive.
So we just heard that Behrman just got signed by
That's
Haas.
true. Yeah, I mean, this is speculation, right?
Hulk is out, right? We know Hulk is gone.
Yeah.
Behrman's filling that seat at least. They haven't said anything about K-Mag. I think he's fighting for his life,
That's very true. It'll be really interesting.
All right, Jay Hall, give me your predictions here on what's gonna I'm trying to think of a Milando. That was horrible. I was trying to think of something off the fly. It didn't work.
Hold on, really quick. I was
about to say this as well. Juicy, by the way,
I
Jesse,
love you, dude. The juice is
didn't know you were
loose.
bald, and I don't know I think he might be hitting on you just a little bit in the chat here, Jesse. He said,
"What just happened?"
I never thought Jesse was bald. My vision is so different. But even so, Jesse is an amazing racer. Just a WTF in my brain. Oh well. So I'm pretty sure he's
more
hitting on you
aerodynamic
while calling you bald.
Bald and beautiful, baby.
He's a smooth operator.
You know what this is? This is advertising space.
Dude, I've said that too. Yes.
So
How much do you want to pay for this? I'm 6'4". Shit's gonna be seen. I wear boots.
Anyways.
I'm even taller than that sometimes.
We also have Juicy saying rumor is Ocon replacing K-Mag. I don't know if anybody else has heard that
would
rumor.
be spicy. That would be really
yeah.
spicy. I have kind of heard that too, but I
Behrman
don't know,
is
man.
signed. It's out there.
Behrman makes sense, right? Because Haas is a Ferrari, customer, so it makes sense that they would start him on the lower rungs and see how he does. But yeah, I don't know. Ocon, what would be the benefit? They see him crashing cars. That's literally what they're trying to avoid. He's terrible. I'm biased though too. I don't like Ocon.
All right. Well,
They got the dub.
with that being said, does anybody else have anything else they want to say? We've already gone 22 minutes, guys, so we're going to take our first break. Jay Hall, Jesse, you guys have anything else to say about this Max and Lando dilemma? You think it's going to get better? Think it's going to get worse?
It's going to get better, but it might get worse before it gets better.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I think the gloves are. I don't know if the gloves are off. I can't really say that. I don't think they're ready to do it, but like they're unlaced a little bit. Like they're ready to come off. I feel
that.
like
There were some check jabs thrown for sure. This whole thing, they were just checks.
Bro, there's
checks.
literal body damage.
Is he gonna cover it? Is he gonna like some of those sends that Lando was putting down? I was just like, this is fucking iRacing, dude.
And when he put him in the grass, he
he
put him in the grass. That was like a statement and a half. It's like,
Right.
no, listen, I don't care if you aren't damaged. You're going in the grass. You're going around this way.
or when Max
Alright.
or when Max bailed on his check and he was just like, screw it, I'm going outside and I'm flooring
Yeah.
it. Forget
Yeah,
about it.
like
Wow.
So, final question before we go to the break. You think Max has learned his lesson? You think
No.
he's going to keep
No.
it pinned? No. Do you think he's going to keep it pinned if Lando goes for a move down the inside of Stowe this time?
Absolutely.
uh,
And you know what? We're 23 minutes in, and I've behaved so far. So do I think Max has learned his lesson? Fuck no.
Absolutely. All right.
that's how he got here, though.
That's
The
true.
absolute do you know how much he was hated when he the unbridled aggression is what he was hated for, and
Yeah.
he just became so good that he outpaced the hate, and then
Sure.
now that someone's at his tail,
He didn't outpace
it's
the
going to
hate.
come back.
Or
Yes,
outpaced
he
the
did.
hate.
Yes,
Lewis,
car
all right,
is-
debatable.
We're gonna
Debatable.
start going down
debatable.
this.
Okay.
We're gonna start going down this rabbit hole here, but I will tell you that I am a massive Lewis Hamilton fan. Right?
No.
I
No.
don't think Lewis and
People
Max are
H,
that
baby.
much. I don't think Lewis and Max are that much different when it came to the car. The car made the driver better. They had to be great drivers to get to where they are, but it is the car's fault for making Max the way he is and for making Lewis the way he is. And I will
Yeah.
say the same thing about Lewis that I'm saying about Max. Lewis didn't have to race people. Lewis starts racing people. Lewis got dirty. Max is doing the same thing. He doesn't know how to race clean anymore. And in my position, Max never knew how to race clean, and it's just rearing its head again.
That's true. That's a good point.
Agreed.
Yep.
All right, with that being said, guys, we're going to take our first break. On the other side, we're going to talk about a bit of iRacing here. Jay Hall, we're talking about your Tuesday night shenanigans. We will see you guys on the other side of the break.
9,000 RPM? Well, guess what? It's about to go to 11. Check out these videos from our sponsors.
All right, we are back and seamless this time. Seamless re-entry.
Don't jinx it.
Unbelievable. Oh, God.
Oh,
Now,
no.
actually, now that
I
say
see
that,
this. Yeah, just kidding.
I've got, well, no, I do have warnings here now.
No, it's
telling
fine.
Me, so hopefully.
There's a delay.
Okay.
Danger to
recording.
manifold. Danger to manifold.
All right, Jay Hall, we're going to jump right to it. Tuesday night.
Oh, fuck.
What the hell did you do?
Man, you can put me on the spot like that.
I'm
So we're
putting you on
talking.
the spot. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, all right. Look, I'll own it 100%. It was we're talking OMEC. We're talking some Osborne Motors Endurance Challenge is the full acronym. But yeah, like a great league that we run in. I respect everybody a ton. I came out there and just wrecked.
He came in
everyone
like a
on turn one.
wrecking ball.
Turn one, man. It just goes to show that like you've got to kind of respect the game a bit. Like I got too comfortable. Like this was we should or let me like create the picture. I showed up race night, didn't have the track, bought it an hour and a half before, but was very diligent. I put in an hour and a half of practice before the race, just right up until leading up to it. Felt like I had great pace. I qualified. What was I like third? No, I was in third, and then I dropped to fifth by the time everybody put in times. I had great pace, but I had not practiced with anyone else on track. Like, was just gonna send it, and then got too aggressive on turn one. Man, like we started the race.
You were the stereotypical lap one, turn one guy, weren't you?
Dude, I was fucking juicy. If he's still in the chat,
He's
Damn.
Juicy. You know
Damn.
how it feels when you get that turn one bug when you're like, oh, like you can get a little opportunity going. But I'm joking. It wasn't even that. It was a lack of skill, 100%. It was me practicing on my own, doing laps for an hour, and then being in traffic, not being able to see anything. I was trying to chase Jake. Everybody hit the brakes. I had micro stutters that like slowed it down a little bit.
Sure.
I'm making excuses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I did reformat my computer today for this, but yeah, I had to dodge, braked a little late, ran wide, collected. Man, I wish I could remember Tyler, and the rest was history, man. It's like, dude, it feels bad. It feels bad. Like
We
I
can't
felt
hear you, Jesse.
physically fucking
muted.
guilty. Physically
Somebody else.
fucking
There you go.
guilty.
There you go.
You might have collected somebody else.
Yeah, you may have collected another
My own
Scooby member in there.
My own teammate, like no, probably more than one. Like it was like I felt so bad after it. I was gonna like keep going, but I just like You ever like fuck up so bad that you just shut down the computer?
Yeah.
Like I just like turned it off. Yeah, it just dude.
Yes,
it
I have.
It's like farting in an elevator, getting off. Like just yeah.
Wait, getting off. Explain.
But I'd be more proud of that. Like this, dude, it hurt. It hurt bad, and it's kind of a lesson. Like I don't think I'm gonna show up to a race without practice anymore. Like, and if I do, I'm gonna pull the reins in. I can't fucking send it. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing.
I see Justin's car go sideways and is coming across the
And
track.
I'm the only Mustang. I'm the only Mustang in like the
And
top
I'm like-
5 at all.
Yeah, but Mustang.
And I see
Mustang
this-
doing
I just-
Mustang.
Blah, 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 blah.
I see this little window and I'm like, okay, I can go off track, but I can shoot that gap and get there. And Justin's car is just rolling backwards, not on the brakes.
no!
Just clips my back tire, wheel damage.
I did think I could
got
get off
wheel
the track.
damage.
Like, dude, it was a fuck up
Oh, yeah.
like on colossal proportions. Like,
Then I get the car back on track, and I'm actually not in a bad spot. I think I actually gained positions through that somehow because I cut the track. And then I think it was Parker or Chris Pierre, one of the guys in the Rexy 911, loses it, trying to transition, and then just comes like the car slides out like this, and then just takes my nose off. It comes hooks right across, and just takes my nose off, and I'm like, in 100 yards, I got
Dude,
pummeled.
I just want to say something. Juicy in the chat right now is just on fire tonight. He goes, "You went full sin, Jay Hall." He goes, "This sounds like the time when I took out a whole podium hunter team." And then he continues with crowd control on teammates. Because
Yes, because he's driving a Mustang.
if anyone gets it, yeah, I did some crowd control. Like,
Hey, you
I
know what?
created a crowd. Like,
He thinned the
It
herd.
happens to the best of us. What's important is that you say sorry. We're sorry. Sorry.
All right, guys.
it sucks to suck though, man. It sucks to suck sometimes. Like,
So for any of the
Yeah.
drivers in
Oh.
OMEC, I'm pretty sure this is Jay Hall's official apology. He apologizes for being an idiot. And Jay Hall, we have learned a couple things over the past couple months here in iRacing. Number one, make sure you got windshield wipers bound to your steering wheel. Number two, get a little bit of practice before you go into the race.
yeah, I'd say those are solid fundamentals that we should
Yeah.
incorporate.
Yeah.
That turn one is sendy there. It's tricky. I spun it there.
And to turn 1, it's like it's because I qualified also higher than I felt I should be. So it's like when you're like up with people faster than you feel like you have to belong. Sometimes you just have to do your own thing. Like,
How do you
and
think I felt at Watkins Glen? How do you think I felt?
by the end of it?
Well, let's
At
not
the
talk
beginning.
about no, just at the start. I qualified in first, thank God, because I probably would have been in the same position you were in. If I would have qualified second or third, there's no reason I should have been up there. When I see fucking Justin Barrera, Justin Hall, Bradley Alvis, all of these guys, Jake Luther, that I'm racing around, I had no place being in that position I was in.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know
of
if
course-
I'd go as far as Bradley Alvis, but
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Maybe Bradley's not as fast as we
I hope
think
he
is.
fucking hears this.
Yeah, he should.
He's watching. He commented earlier. We love you, buddy.
Yeah. I hope you're listening,
No.
Bradley. You're slow. Moving
No,
on
it is
here.
pissing me off.
Slow
He's been-
B1.
Dude, he's faster than me this season, and he's pissing me the fuck off.
Oh, you heard it here.
Brad, I think legitimately
He knows.
overall on pace now is faster than me, and it's pissing me the fuck off.
To be fair, you just switched to a new car.
To the
That's
the
true.
Mustang. It's
You
not the
just put it in
Mustang.
there.
It's not the Mustang. The Mustang we'll give it time. It will get.
It's the
fixed.
car, dude. I've told you this from the
It's
time
not
that
the
I
car.
won that Mustang off of you. It's your car. It's
if
your
we go-
car.
If
It's
we go
not
back
mine.
and put you both in the BMW, what would happen?
the Z4.
Oh, he'd kill me.
No,
He
no,
would
no, no,
kill me.
no. The M4. The M4.
He'd kill me. 100%. There's no doubt in my mind that Jay Hall would absolutely murder me.
No, I'm just saying. I think like between Bradley and Jay Hall,
It's a
think
different
that's the car
M4
they've
now,
driven.
though. It's a totally
it's like-
different
that's-
car.
It says
Brad's
you know
a
that
Porsche man now.
he's dedicated to that car, man.
Yeah.
It's
mean,
like
to know.
it might be the best overall, unless
Yeah.
it's a super high speed track. I think the Porsche wins like 8 times out of 10,
Yeah,
All right,
Sure.
Jay Hall.
it's
4 times out of 5, whatever
it's,
the
it's
fraction is.
sketchy. Like at Spa on Blanchimont, man.
That's true, Juicy. It's
we-
how you
we
stand
ran
by
a-
your car.
Yep.
We ran it last season at Spa 24, and it was like send a prayer every
Juicy
time you went to
is pulling out
Blanchimont.
things. Yeah, the Porsche. Yeah, I died in the Porsche there too. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All
Well,
right. So
what was your brake
Bradley
bias set to?
Bradley Alvis has done has tried to do a thing here, and we haven't gotten anything from Bradley, and I haven't been really paying attention as much as I should for the Sudi team. But Jay Hall, you're hopefully a little in tune with what's been going on at Sudi. How were, without bringing up something, how were the races that happened this week? Because Bradley wants us to recap what happened with the Sudi team on these podcasts. So how did Sudi do this week in iRacing? Yeah, I know how you did.
Fucking took it over. Anybody watch Gnarl? Did you watch North American Racing League?
Yeah, how'd they do?
Sudi's dominating, man. I think they took second and I think they like got podiums. So
Nice.
That's
We
good.
don't fuck around when we fuck around.
Exactly. So Gnarl and Omek.
Gnarl's a serious league, man.
It is. It's huge. It's. I've seen.
I'm
those
not saying
races.
Omek's not good. Omek's just
Right.
a little bit different flavor than what Gnarl is. Gnarl's very competitive.
Yeah, I know. I've seen those
It's
races
sweaty.
in
It's
that
a
league.
sweaty league.
Sweaty.
It's a very sweaty league.
Yeah,
I love that description.
it's insane.
That's what it is. Like their
Yeah.
pros are like the cream of the crop. If you race in
That's
pro
true.
and Gnarl, that's like
You're
you
not
can
chill.
compete with 7 to 10K
Mm-hmm.
fucking people.
That's true.
You better be
Easy.
going in with like 3 hours practice minimum.
Absolutely, 100%.
Minimum.
You get that?
Oh,
you get
oh,
that?
you got
Jay
it,
Hall?
yeah.
You got that?
3 hours?
Yeah, 3 hours. You need at least 3 hours of practice
let's see how it
minimum,
goes.
dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Mhm. You heard it, you
Nailed
heard
it.
it here first.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on. I'm throwing some jabs here at Jay Hall. He's not really biting on them, so we'll move forward here just a little bit. So guys, I want to bring something else up here, and then we're gonna go to the next break. We've talked about this a lot, and we're gonna talk about it again, and we're gonna go to league management. And I want to start with this. So being a league owner since before I've owned the broadcasting company, and broadcasting came because I was league owner in iRacing, and I just enjoy the racing. I've enjoyed meeting all you guys, but there are issues.
Excess
that come
Solar
with-
came first.
It did, yes.
Did not
Chicken
know
or the
that.
egg? Which one
I didn't
was
know
it?
the lore. I didn't know the lore.
Yeah, so
Lord.
XSLR was started in 2019.
Is that
and,
canon?
Slow motion broadcasting was started in 2021. So it was about a couple years before I started slow motion broadcasting. And Stevie, I hope you're still listening, because I want to get your input on this as well. We've got Stevie Ray in here from Ray Esports, who's had a league since 2014, and his, he's got the Formula V's, Formula Fords, Spec Racer Fords, and I think he's got one other one that we don't broadcast. But all of these leagues that he runs every weekend, he doesn't say he runs it, Stevie. I know that your drivers run your leagues, but 40 to 60 cars on any given weekend. So I want to kind of talk about league management for just half a second here. XSLR has been up, it's been down, it's been all over the place, and it's weird to think it's always one incident, right? It's always something
what
that
way?
happens that is
In what
just a
way has
very-
it been over?
Huh?
In what way has it been all over the place?
We've had 40 drivers, and we've had 5 drivers.
attendance.
It's
Okay.
been up and down. We still run it, but it's tough, right? As a league owner, and I want to go to any league owners that are still here. Thank you, Juicy, saying Juicy actually has an XSLR first place trophy sitting somewhere on one of his walls. I hope, because Juicy did win one of the seasons, but
Because the juice was loose.
the
I
Juicy,
bet it's in his Miata somewhere. I bet that shit's bolted to the dash.
right now he said 3 drivers. Yeah, now Juicy's
Well,
getting a little bit
I
wild.
bet the
here.
trophy is what adjusts his brake bias inside the Miata.
Yes.
I would
Yes.
bet my bank account.
That is now
Just
canon. That is
something to do
juicy
with brake
canon.
bias.
And I bet it's turned all the way back.
Oh
yes.
100%. So
He never gets
when it
gas in
comes
the
to being a
car.
league owner, when it comes to picking admins, it gets tough, right? Because one guy cannot, or one person, I apologize, any females listening, one person cannot run a whole league. Most of us have
He just
jobs
says-
outside of this, right? That's what you have to understand, that most of us that do this for fun have jobs. I know you two down in the bottom side of my screen, at least, are computer people. I don't know what the hell you do, Jesse. You do some type of stupid shit, but you've got a job as well, right? Like, everybody in here has jobs. So this isn't a full-time job for us. How do you go about managing your people, managing leagues? How do you go about picking admins? What is the best way to go about making a successful league in iRacing?
Oh, I got one. There's only one rule for all this shit. For everything sim racing, for all league admin, for all teams, for all fucking branding shit, for all the competition, for everything in fucking sim racing. It just has to be fun. If you're not having fun, then why fucking do it? That's the only fucking rule. Just have fun. We're here to have fun. If you're doing something and it hits the point that it stops being fun, nope.
Move on.
That's it. Like, that's the only fucking rule here for everything. Management.
You just gotta shut up and drive it.
Man, if you're not having fun, back out.
If you mess up, say you're sorry.
Eric, you got
Keep
anything?
it fun. Keep it fun. Keep it fun.
No, Justin nailed it, honestly. That's why I was just kind of piggybacking on it. Like, yeah, you
And
keep it fun.
To Juicy, adjust your brake bias.
Adjust your
Don't forget
brake-
about your
yeah.
brake. Have fun, but don't forget about your brake bias.
Also, it's always about respect, right? Because at the end of the day, we are all doing this for fun, right? So even though we assume responsibilities, it's all about respecting the responsibility that someone has assumed and giving them the credit for that, especially if they're putting in extra hours and doing things that, are above and beyond. Don't expect things from them and appreciate them. And I think as long as that mentality persists, which it seems to have for the most part, like, you really can't go wrong. So we just kind of try to embody that and try to persist that mindset. And I think as long as we all follow that, it tends to stay that way. So like Justin said, keep it fun.
I totally agree. Jesse, you got anything to say? I don't know. Have you ever tried to run a league in iRacing?
No, there's a reason for that. But I've been part of a bunch of leagues. I think the most, beside what Justin said, define your culture, right? Like,
Yes.
are you beer league? Are you semi-serious? Are you hardcore? Like, define your culture, your style, and promote that culture, whatever it is, right? So, if you're a beer league, just having fun, like, and go back to Justin, promote fun. Make sure people understand that it's a fun league. Shit's gonna happen. Like, we're not gonna sit here and police this thing to the nth degree. Versus a competitive league, and you need to establish that way when new people come in, they also know what they're getting into. Like, we've all slid into Discords before. We're like, "What's happening in this league?" And then you start reading the chat, and you're like, "Oh, okay, I get the vibe."
So I'm gonna piggyback off that a little bit, just a little bit. I know, Eric, it was your birthday last Sunday, by the way. Happy late birthday, buddy.
Happy belated.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Appreciate it. It was a good one. I had a nice romantic date with J Hall. Times.
Actually, it was pretty special.
We're gonna
It
stop
was.
that discussion right now.
Yeah. So we've got Stevie in the chat as well saying, communication. It's also
Yup. Transparent communication as well.
Yes, 100%.
Everybody needs to be on board with everything.
Yep, 100%. I totally agree with that. And when it comes to Stevie, I'm going to bring it back to you while I talk about what happened last week in my league. How do you keep that communication civil? I know communication, like everyone says communication. I get that. Like, yeah, communication fixes everything. But communication can also get a little bit hairy sometimes. When do you step in? Do you step in? Do you not step in? Again, I think it goes back to you guys. What type of league are you trying to run? While Stevie answers, in my situation, we ran Bristol last Sunday in the street stocks. Okay? And I don't know if you guys have checked in the XSLR chat lately. It got wild. Absolutely insane, to be honest.
so?
We had drivers at each other's throats. Someone did a bump and run on the final lap and caused a wreck that should have brought out a yellow, but it didn't. I ended up winning the race.
It was an oval race, though, right?
It was an oval race, and these are, again...
Yeah, so I feel like that should be encouraged. Like, if iRacing would incorporate almost like a Mortal Kombat type pit system where you could fight other drivers in the pit NASCAR style, I think there'd be an entire niche for that.
I agree. I totally agree with that. And I'm going to come to Jesse's point as well when he said, what league are you trying to run? I've tried to run all different types of leagues here, Jesse, all under the XSLR name, right? You try to make it a good league, a very practices, like, well, we had daily practices up all week, okay? And then we've also had leagues where we just run on Sundays. I won't throw practices up. Like, it's all just... And what I've come to find out is the fun league, okay? This is what I want to get into. The fun league. I let the drivers duke it out. We have penalties at the end. Admins look over the incidents if they get reported. We only look over incidents that get reported. I'll let people bitch in the Discord all day long. I'll let them go at each other. And it's funny that you mentioned this, Jesse. So we had a new guy join while the race was going on, joined the Discord. And this is when all of the just shenanigans were going on in the Discord. People just going to town on each other, right? And it got pretty bad. But at the same time, you've got to define that league. And at this point, I'm happy with the league. I'm happy with the drivers we have. We can cut it up. We can have a good time. We can talk all kinds of shit during the week. And we try to race clean during the weeknight or the weekdays or during on Sunday night. And normally we do. Incidents will always happen, and you're always going to have issues, right? But it's how that
sorry.
Right, exactly. It's how you fix it, or not even fix it. It's how do
number
you,
one,
as a league owner, fix it. And we've also got Michelle Lynn saying, "Hey Stevie, Megan ran with us tonight in the draft party. Pretty sure she's racing with us tomorrow." Yes, Michelle. By the way, I will not be on the call tomorrow. I've got a couple other obligations. We've got Tim Cox, and also a commentator that you know very well. And I'm going to go find his name right now before I get it wrong, because I can't pronounce his last name. His first name is Ron. All right, so it's going to be Tim Cox and Ron commentating.
Yeah, you also got his name wrong.
Well,
Tim Cox.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Tim Cox. Tim Cox.
We need to have him on here at some point.
We do. We will. But yeah, Michelle, I'm excited to watch that broadcast back. I hope you guys have a great race, and thank you so much for giving us a chance to broadcast the Formula V's. Shameless plug. Anybody listening here, please, tomorrow at around... Yeah. Well, I know how it's said, Michelle, but I don't know how to... I think it's Mounds? Mounds? Something like that. Mons?
Phonetically, that looks correct.
So we've got, we got Ron on the call with Tim. So, yeah, have a great race tomorrow. Thank you so much for giving us a chance with you. And we hope to be covering more in the future. But with that being said, we do have a few people in the chat saying, hey, we're going to go back to Juicy again. I just like people adjusting stuff right before the race. Say it's going to be a wet race and then think it's hard to say nope and adjust it right before. And then we've got Ray saying, I've given a vacation when someone gets too disrespectful. So those are two different ways to run the league right there. I mean, look at the differing in opinions that we're getting just in our chat. And there's only 3 people watching right now. I mean, you've got such a differing...
Well, Justin's saying one thing. He's saying he doesn't like it when there's last-minute changes. Right? And I would agree that's a best practice for any league owner. Don't make last-minute changes.
That's fair.
Typically,
right.
you have
That's a fair ask, honestly.
You have your race on a weekly basis, typically, and there's time people can practice for that. And if they've practiced based off of something, and then something dramatically changes, like, that kind of messes with people a little bit, you know? But,
100%.
you know, that's different than what Stevie's saying, which is when you have a problem with somebody, right? You know? Like, how do you take care of that? And I think that, you know, again, Justin's really want to have fun. We shouldn't have having problems with people, but these things do happen. I've seen it plenty, 1,000 times. Like, that's part of your culture. Like, how do you discipline that? You're like, time out, banned, let it slide. Like, what kind of group are you? Personally, I think there's got to be some line in the sand which you can't step over before you get kind of penalized. But, you know, it is what it is. Every league's different.
It's all
I
different.
agree.
And here in Sudi, we meet up in person out here in Florida. Everybody comes out And anyone who has a disagreement, it's like a fight club. Actually, you step up with the person you have a disagreement with.
Whoa! Hold on.
You throw hands.
Number one rule, J Hall. Number one rule.
Did I talk about it?
Bro, what are you doing right now?
I'm
Damn.
supposed to talk about this. Fuck.
Dude, you never
Now I'm
talk
getting my ass
about
beat at
Sudi.
You never talk about Fight
Sudi
Club.
I talked about Sudi Club.
But no,
True.
anyways, that's what I was going to bring up before we go to our next break, guys, is like all of these disagreements that everybody has, even in the Sudi Discord, and I'm going to bring up the Sudi Discord here. I'm not going to say that I get along with everybody all the time. Jesse, I'm looking at you. You and me have had very differing opinions on a lot of things. And yet here we are.
Yeah, it's because you're wrong and I'm right.
Okay, here we go. But here we are sitting in the same podcast doing...
You want an example? Earlier you said Max was going to be afraid of Stowe when it was really cops.
God.
That's where him and Hamilton had the problem.
Oh, it was
You
cops.
misspoke
Not
on-
Stowe. I
Not cops.
apologize.
It's cops.
My bad. Anyway,
You were
it's the
wrong. I'm
same
right. This is
corner
just
in
how
the
it is.
backside of the track, Jesse. All right, here we go. Look, now we're going at it again. We're going to start arguing again. But anyways,
You guys are
We're
so
all going to be
cute.
in the
like
same
that.
state next week. We're all going to
It's
be
like
in the same
exactly.
state. We can handle this. I'm telling you. Sudi
and this
can.
is what I was going to say. Look at all of these people right now in this Discord. I met you all online because of League Racing. And now I'm about to come down and see you guys next week. By the way, guys, next Friday, get ready for a bit of a difference here on the podcast because all three of us, I think, are going to be podcasting from one mic. So we could Sudi Club it up if we do get into a
Wait,
disagreement.
who the fuck is Mike?
You're invited too. How far are you from Orlando? You're like 2.5.
What
You're
part of
Sarasota.
Orlando? What part of Orlando?
It's actually going to be like north, I don't think you probably don't know where Deltona is, do you?
Dude, I know exactly where it is. I lived in Orlando for 5 years.
Oh,
I'm in a
What's UCF?
popka. I'm in a popka.
What's
If that's
UCF,
better.
baby?
We could do something here if that's better.
Pop is easier, but I don't know. We'll sort it out.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We're talking.
if we could do, that would. All right. Okay. Yeah. We'll talk offline.
Well, we'll talk about we'll talk about plans offline, but we're going to talk about what.
But it will be an episode. It will be a
It
fucking
will be.
episode. Viewers, you listen.
Ooh, actually,
It's-
I think I have a good
Promise me we'll
idea.
title it.
I think I'm gonna propose it. It's here because I think I have a good idea, and we're gonna talk
Okay.
offline.
We'll
Three
talk
dudes,
offline
one
about
mic
that.
next
We're going to talk about what me, Eric, and at least J Hall, hopefully Jesse, are going to do.
Yeah.
When I get down there next weekend. But we're going to take a break. We're going to come back, talk about our shenanigans we're going to do next week, and then we're going to open it up to anybody in the YouTube that wants to ask any questions, talk about anything, raw, unfiltered. I'm going to be then on my third drink, so that's when we cut the actual podcast off, and then we have a little bit of fun with this, guys. We'll talk to you on the other side of the break.
Is your tachometer already at 9,000 RPM? Well, guess what? It's about to go to 11. Check out these videos from our sponsors.
All right, guys. I'm sorry about that. But
he was fixing his hair.
yeah, Jay Hall with a comment right as I'm about to go back live. Before the break, I mentioned that I'm going to be down in Florida with the boys next week. I'm going to be coming down there on Thursday.
You're gonna be what down here?
Oh,
be
Eric,
coming,
I'm going to
alright.
be doing a few things here. We're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna talk about what kind of our plans are. I apologize for the hat hair here, guys.
Me
It
too.
ain't fixing itself.
Bro, you're
so-
beautiful. Don't ever
Jesse,
question
you have
yourself.
the hat hair too.
Don't ever question
Unacceptable.
I have hat hair
Did you-
24/7.
But Juicy's fucking comment earlier.
Yeah, so Juicy, go ahead, Jay Hall. Go ahead.
No, it's already gone. But it was something about the fact that he didn't know that Jesse was bald, and
He knew-
inside
oh, yeah,
his mind's eye, he didn't
Exactly.
anticipate that.
All right, so we've got Juicy in here
What?
saying, talking about brake bias. I have a couple of brake pressure sensors that need to be installed. Rip them off a couple Nissan SUVs in the junkyard. I just want you guys to understand that Juicy Barrera just doesn't give a shit about brake bias and iRacing. He also cares when it comes to ripping them off of Nissan SUVs in the
Oh
junkyard.
no, yeah, yeah. He knows the brake bias of the shoes on his feet. Like it does not escape him.
Okay, now we got Juicy
Holy
saying,
shit! Oh my god! Did you see the comment? Adam's hair makes me
Oh
think of Trump's
damn!
God.
Rip. Damn.
fucking
I think we need to have Juicy on here. I think the juice is loose.
Is this a roast?
If we can let the juice
it be?
loose live, then I don't even know. It's
know,
gonna
I
be like
wanna-
the
I wanna
Kool-Aid
hear
Man
Juicy
in everyone's
live,
speakers.
Yes, we want to hear the
Everyone just
juice.
be like, "Oh yeah!" Constantly.
All right. Yes. Sorry, Juicy. You win roast of the night unless you come up with another one here. But let's talk about what we're doing next weekend. So first, let's talk about why I'm going down there. Okay. So the first deal Alexa, shut up. I apologize, guys. Alexa's talking to me in the background right now. But anyways, I was supposed to come down there. Obviously, Eric, everybody's got life shit going on. Eric has some life shit going on. Got to go down there and support a homie, right? I was gonna go down there. We were gonna autocross. Well, autocross got moved. Okay, but I've heard Jay Hall told me that we might be able to go to Mexico and go have a little bit of fun. Jay Hall, you down to go to Mexico?
We're not that far.
Yeah.
We have
It's
tires.
amazing how close Florida is to Mexico.
Cool. Can we?
You would think Cuba first, like if we were
Yeah.
gonna hop, but no, Mexico.
No,
actually.
Mexico's. You listen. I mean, with the technology nowadays, the new high-speed vehicles that we have in airplanes, I bet you we can get to Mexico in like 15, 20 minutes.
And if anybody sees anything, it's probably Unreal Engine 5. It's like if it looks realistic, it's probably Unreal Engine. It's not us.
True.
Right? Exactly.
We wouldn't do
100%.
that. We wouldn't do that.
So Juicy's sitting here asking for some videos, so we might get some videos of us in Mexico, I hope. But if we don't,
We could do that. I know in Mexico that we could definitely do videos.
Wait, show Alexa who's boss.
yeah.
He's asking you to role play as Trump talking to Alexa. Can you do that?
Oh
Can
my
we-
God!
Can
Yes.
we build the scene, Adam? Okay,
I
you're
can't.
playing
I'm
Trump.
sorry. I can't be a Trump guy. I don't know. I don't even know. All I know is this. I can do these. I know he's got something like this or something or this. I don't. Whoa! I got a little close there, so we're not gonna. Yeah, we're not gonna go any further into that than
I
just
came
did.
in looking for comments. I said, "Wow, what a great comment that is." It's just
Have you seen our comments? They're the best
Shane,
comments.
Shane
Yeah,
Gillis'
best
whole
comments.
thing. You just have to say it and then ask a question about it, and it's
Right. All right. So, anyways, we're gonna go back to what our plans are. So, I'm getting down there Thursday. We're probably gonna be doing some stuff down in Mexico, maybe Friday, definitely Saturday. But we're gonna do some go-karting as well, Juicy. So, if there isn't another video before Saturday, I think Eric's got this pretty cool place, and Jesse, I hope you can make it. We're gonna be doing some karting, a little double-decker go-kart track I've seen down there in Florida. Get
So
some
good.
GoPros out, show who's actually the fastest in real life, at least in go-karts. It'll be, yeah, we'll see, Eric. We'll see. We
Dude,
shall
if I
see.
lose, I cry about it all day in go-karts because of my fucking weight.
Oh, yeah,
if
here we go.
if I lose, I will complain all day, saying I'm 260 pounds. How do you expect me to win?
I'm at my leanest right now. I'm like barely at 200, so I don't know where you're at, Adam.
Okay.
Well,
Will you
I'm
guys
190.
if
Oh.
I supply 50-pound weight
No.
vests, will you wear them?
No,
Dallas.
uncomfortable.
JL was the
Even
ballast.
No.
No, yeah, a cool 50 pounds each.
Listen,
And
there's
you
a
have-
downhill. Your ass is gonna make that thing roll faster, and it's gonna try to
Exactly.
auto brake, but it's not gonna be able to do it. You're good,
Trying to talk me into the advantage of being a heavier vehicle.
bro. When you're driving behind Jay Hall at go karts, he legit looks like Bowser in Mario
That's what I
Kart.
say. I'm wide. I'm a thick boy in that. I'm wide.
It's funny as hell. I don't know how I look, but Jay Hall is straight up Bowser.
Last time we went karting, who had the fastest time?
Uh-oh.
Jay Hall money did. Jay Hall dollar. He did.
Somehow
right, Dale.
they accidentally assigned my cart to have more power
Yeah.
because these are
And
electric.
I did not
carts.
have full power. I had a really bad cart. Not making excuses, but it would be fun to
That's
have.
the only thing I
equal
hate about
parts.
them. Can we bitch about EVs now? Has
Yes.
this become like an obscure right wing podcast? The fucking electronic vehicles are destroying the goddamn fucking American family unit. All right, now I'm gonna stop.
It is the 4th of July, dude. So, yeah, we could bitch about
I'll
that
go.
for a little bit.
America.
That's too far.
Elon's not
but
gonna
no.
watch this.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, Trump might jump in the chat here because we've been talking about him so much. Who knows? But
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
brother.
so we're gonna be doing some. We're gonna be doing some racing. Jay Hall, I'll make you this deal. We're gonna have to weigh each other. We'll figure out what everybody weighs.
Okay.
50-pound weight vest. I'm not gonna wear it, but I'll put it in the car. I'll sit on it or something. I will not wear a 50-pound weight vest. There's absolutely no way, dude.
That defeats the
I
purpose.
think unless you're wearing it, yeah, I don't think they're just gonna let you tuck weights in a rental cart. It's like we're gonna have to put it on you and then put a fat suit over it so they believe that you're my size, that you're a thick boy.
We should
Like,
we should put
that's
it
the only
like
way, that's the only way it works.
we should do like a 50-pound dumbbell, but like make it look like he has a giant dick. You know, like so he's just like
Oh, yeah.
walking in there.
all.
Hey guys,
Fucking-
by the way, whoa, we're still
It's a
we're still
Pringles
podcasting.
can of fucking lead weights. Just fucking
We're still
strapped.
podcasting here. We're still podcasting. We can get to anything we want to say about that after we're done with the podcast.
I'd like to
right?
think these are our gems. I like
yeah,
to think
Aaron,
that this
have
is
fun.
this is
fun
the
editing
culture.
that part
Like
out. but-
Jesse says, this is the culture. This is what we're developing. This is, I think, the core construct of what the pit maneuver is.
Fair enough. But with that being said, Juicy, I am a bit offended, but at the same time, I'm not. Said, isn't Adam a load master? Yeah, that card is overloaded, J Hall.
Is he a load master after what we just talked about? Are you kidding me? Did we just
Yeah,
like
that
was that a
wasn't
layup?
intentional.
I think
I'm
that was a
fucking
layup.
dying. I'm dying.
Ladies
No, I'm
and
not a
gentlemen,
load
welcome
master.
to
He
the
called
pit
you
maneuver.
a load master.
God.
A fucking load master.
So
Oh,
apparently,
my
J Hall,
God.
you don't know what a load master is, but no, when it comes to
Oh,
that,
I think he
no, I'm
knows.
not-
When it comes to what?
I'm not a load master, Juicy. I am a crew chief. So two different
Oh,
things.
rip in peace right now. I'm dead.
I'm hurting.
But anyways, with that being said, guys, is there anything else want to say we want to talk about before we actually break it open and we can talk about anything we want to
A
on
lot,
the YouTube
but-
side of things?
I'll keep it PG. So no.
Okay, J Hall, are you gonna wreck anybody else in any more iRacing races anytime soon?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Don't think so. Till next week, right? Okay. Jesse, thank you so much for coming on. Obviously, we love to have you. It's gonna be.
Be here.
It's hard, man.
I hope.
Oh, shit.
I hoped. I hope
Getting hot, getting spicy in the
I hope
chat.
to be able to see you next week. I really do. But with that being said, hopefully we can do some go-karts on Saturday, Jesse. But until next time, we're going to be back to you, episode 7. We haven't come up with the name yet.
Load master.
We haven't come up with,
Yeah,
we'll come up-
Loadmaster.
We'll come up
100%.
with the name. It might be Loadmaster, but guys, because Jesse Olsen, Justin Hall, Eric Leitsky, next Friday, we will all see you guys, at least 3 of us together in the same room. Don't take that the wrong way. Eric, what do you do?
We're gonna shut up and drive it.
All right, so we are done on the podcast side, guys. We are now just open to the YouTube chat.
Oh,
Fucking-
YouTube's still going. Oh boy.
Yeah, we sure are. We have
Oh,
good
yeah,
levels.
100%.
Yeah,
They can still see video and everything. This is still live.
Oh
Yeah,
my
let's go
God!
live.
Listen,
All right, give me one
okay.
second. 1 second.
listen, Linda. That shit got off the rails. That was fucking hilarious. Oh man.
It went off the rails towards the end, so I just decided to stop it on the podcast side. But again, we got
That's smart.
Jesse getting up to probably go make another drink. By the way, fuck you, Juicy, for being a dickhead. Crew chief is even better. Make you get all the.
A dickhead. That's
Yeah.
a little rough.
Actually,
I
he's
think he
actually
was
being
hilarious.
nice. All of a sudden, he's changed it to being nice now. Crew chief is even better. Make sure you get all that load prepped, ready to tell everyone what they need to do. So
I still can't tell if he's fucking with you on some like low key wordplay,
No.
like low.
I think he is. I think he definitely is, and I respect the fuck out of him for that. That's hilarious.
But anyways, guys, we're gonna open it up here to the YouTube. But let's bring it back to what we were talking about. So you're telling me, J Hall, that they wouldn't let me just bring a 50-pound weight vest in and just put it on the seat and sit on it?
No,
Probably
you,
not,
you
no.
could actually, because what you could, as long as the vest looked like a rib guard, then you could get away with it.
Yeah, he couldn't sit on it though. He couldn't bring in 50-pound weights.
You have
put
to
them
wear
in
it.
there.
You have to wear it.
Yeah, it would have to be concealed on your person to make
don't
it
think
look
I'm-
like
Not even concealed. You can
are
wear it on the
a
outside.
fat fuck like me.
No, you could wear it on the outside. I saw people with the rib protectors on because those carts, like if you're like kind of bony, then it'll hurt your ribs.
Oh, yeah.
You know. So
All right.
yeah. Could be done, but no.
We'll see. We'll see. So,
We're just gonna
so
send it.
basically, what I'm hearing is if I win, which I will. Let's be honest. If I win, then all I'm gonna hear is excuses from you two and maybe you 3 if Jesse shows up next Saturday.
There's honestly, I'm gonna be honest. There's absolutely no way Eric is gonna lose. He's gonna beat us both. His cart is on another level of upgrades. Well, no, as long as they don't fuck him. There is two parts to this.
Well,
if they give him the proper power that his cart is supposed to be, he will crush us. But
So
if they
here's-
don't, we can maybe block him.
But what we could do, I would assume it runs the same way at every karting track I've ever been to. You can pay for a single race. You can pay for 3 or 5 races. You get a bit of a deal. I'm sure it's the same way there. So
Yeah,
we're
you
going to
can,
go
right.
3 or 5 races. So, Eric, if you bitch
It's a
about
10
your
race. It's a 10 race boost. If you've been there for 10 races, you get this like extra power level where they trust you.
Really?
And only Eric has achieved that. Yeah.
Oh.
But sometimes I've raced with him now like 3-4 times. They don't give him the boost because I'm racing with him.
But dude,
It's
now
like-
that means
it's
that
haphazard almost.
you would hit that 10 race boost next time we go.
So
If we
we're
do
going to
fair.
have to talk to him and be like, hey,
I don't think that's soon. It's somewhat soon. Maybe. Wait. I think I'm at like 7.
we're going to have to talk to him and be like,
Yeah,
hey,
let's
maybe
do 5.
let's take it easy here on the boosts and just make sure we're all even, because that's not.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna invite one of my other friends to come with us, and I don't know what he says to them, but every time he just goes and talks to them, and then we end up with our own race, and the power levels are the same. And God bless you, Mike,
Oh,
if you're listening.
that's when I won the last time. It was because Mike talked to them.
Yeah, he just talked to them like he's just got the way with it, you know. Like he doesn't get emotional, he just handles it, and yeah. So I'm gonna invite him, and he's gonna just handle it. He'd love that.
Speaking of emotional, we've got to say it. I love the fucking. This is going to be incredible. Eric's new nickname on carts,
Oh, God.
Yes.
Anakin Skywalker.
Why is this? You've got to explain this.
Because he fucking murders the younglings, and it's hilarious. Dude, the past 2 times I've gone with him, there's been like 17-year-old boys, like, and there's this dude fucking running us off the track, like complaining hardcore every time. Some fucking like teenagers that Eric is just bodying them and just beating them or like cutting them off on. But it's like they don't know like racing and shit, and Eric just shows up like dominating the lines on them. And it's like there's always someone bitching, and it's like I live for it. I live for it now.
It's so
you know,
unintentional.
it's
It really is.
genuine entertainment, and it's happened every time.
So, do you guys
It's-
have an extra GoPro? I don't own a GoPro. So,
Oh,
if
yeah,
one of you
no, we
guys
got-
have an
I got
extra
you.
GoPro, I'll take one so I can strap it to my helmet.
Yes, no, I got you for sure.
All right, cool. So that's definitely gonna be some content if nothing else. Jesse, how good are you in go-karts? Yeah, I'm sure you've been karting.
I got some karting footage.
Okay. All right, that's good. That's good. So,
I did on my back. I'll be in a cart for 5 minutes, and you're gonna have to call a fucking ambulance.
They have like foam inserts that you can put in here.
Yeah. L5,
Yeah, you
L6.
can put them in your.
Not,
Wait, never mind.
it's not so good these days.
Oh, I see. Okay. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
but yeah, I was gonna say something and I forgot because the dog started barking and then you guys started
That's
talking.
rough.
Oh yeah, that's where I was gonna go. Have you ever done any type of? Cause I don't know if they've got this down there, guys. Do they have any type of like shifter carts or anything where you got to go practice? It's like a
So by
full
me-
day thing.
OKC is outdoors. We could do OKC one
Yeah,
day.
or
That'd be
by
cool.
me,
Maybe instead of.
I've never
I
actually
have-
been out there.
I have Anderson by me.
What's Anderson like? What's the deal there?
Oh, I got some footage, but yeah, Anderson Race Park.
I'm literally down for like whatever. Like let's entertain Adam. Like I've got no
Yeah, like,
agenda.
This is
OKC
like,
has gas carts that have like real straightaways and shit.
Wait, is that where we drove before for that one meet?
Uh huh.
Okay, no, that was pretty sick. That was a fun. Yeah, we should go there. That was a fun track. That was fast enough where you could spin out.
It's just
Oh, yeah.
so hot. It's just so hot in Florida. We'd
It's-
have to make sure it
oh, I
was like.
forgot it. It just changed hands.
Oh, okay.
I know it's hot down there.
It's
Of course,
outdoor though.
This is me coming down in the middle of July. We're gonna have that issue. It's 100.
Dude, we should just find somewhere to set up the Z and the Genesis and have like an off the record autocross battle.
That would be legit. If we can do that, that'd be the sickest. Okay.
Well, I don't know
Should
any
I-
cops down in Florida, unfortunately. I know
Yeah,
a couple of
Adam,
them
we're gonna
here.
have to go and buy you one of these immediately, cause like
Oh
you
yeah.
just
Oh, I've got one.
yeah. But like, no, you can't exist without one down here. I don't
Oh,
know
I
if you
know.
can take that on the plane, but
Yep.
yeah, I fill
Yeah,
it up
I
like
know.
3 times a day.
Yeah, I know how that goes. I really do. But all right, guys. Well, he said make it a Sudi video. That's what we're talking about. We will make some videos while we're down there for sure, guys.
That's a good
We will.
idea.
We'll get some. We'll get
Be motivated to
some
film.
some good footage. But with that being said, I don't know if anybody else has anything to say. I think we could be done for the night. I think it was good. We did
I
good.
think so.
Yeah, your new haircut looks fucking dope, dude.
Yeah,
You're-
just like Trump.
Thanks, dude.
Wait, no. Did you part it the other direction this time?
No,
But before, I feel like it was to the left side before.
no, it's always been the same. Yeah.
He did his
Clean.
part.
Clean, like it.
All right, Eric. With that being said, with Eric doing his part, we're signing off for the night. Bye, guys.
Eric and Justin tearing up the streets, engines roaring louder than the beats, burning rubber, chaos on the rise, life's above the drift, no compromise. Metal till the sun comes up, 9 copy and they can't get enough. Screeching tires find a perfect line, living on adrenaline, flying through time. Shut up and drive, feel the engines cry. Pushing limits while stars light the sky. Shut up and drive, hear the wild sound. Let the speed demons run the ground. Chorus side hearts racing in their chest. Speed is their drug, they'll never rest. Settled asphalt under neon blast. Future's uncertain but they're driving fast. Turbo fire spin from the tail. On the edge of life they'll never fail. Sirens wailing but they laugh and weep. Destiny in their hands, no one to believe. Shut up and drive, feel the engines cry. Pushing limits while stars light the sky. Shut up and drive, hear the wild sound. Let the speed demons run the ground. Shut up and drive, feel the engines cry. Pushing limits while stars light the sky. Shut up and drive, hear the wild sound. Let the speed demons run the ground. Calm the side hearts, let the engines cry. Pushing limits while stars light the sky. Shut up and drive, hear the wild sound. Let the speed demons run the ground. Chorus tight hearts racing in the chest. Speed is their drug, they'll never rest. Strip of asphalt under neon blast. Future's uncertain but they're driving